Hey, I hope you are having a lovely day. Let me know how you are in the comments. Today, I thought we would talk about imposter syndrome. This was actually requested on Instagram when I asked you guys what videos you wanted to see. And I feel like it's a perfect time to talk about it because I was literally experiencing it last semester. So yeah, it's fresh in my mind. I've got plenty of personal experiences to share and some ideas of how I think we can tackle imposter syndrome. Before I start, if you want to see more of me, go ahead and subscribe. On Sundays, I post lifestyle positivity type videos, and on Thursdays, I post university and medical school advice. But anyway, let's just get into the video now. So to start with, I will define imposter syndrome. I wasn't actually aware of this term until it was requested on my Instagram. But when I did look at the definition and look into it, I realized I was feeling it last term. So yeah, pretty cool and a bit of a coincidence that it's been requested. But anyway, the definition. Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern in which an individual doubts their skills, talents, or accomplishments and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. So I wouldn't say I fit that whole description. I don't think I have the fear of being exposed, mainly because I don't know how I'd be exposed, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I definitely have been doubting my talent, skills and accomplishments recently because uni's been really hard. So yeah, where I felt this was at uni, but you could feel it in literally any part of life, like in a job, in a hobby that you do. So even if you do art or ballet or something on the side, literally anything, even at home, if you feel like you're not good enough in your role within your family, stuff like that. It applies to all parts of life. I'm going to talk about it in the context of uni because that's where I've experienced it, but the stuff I've used to overcome it can also be applied to all parts of life. So yeah, if you're interested or if you found yourself asking the question, am I enough, recently, then keep watching. So I'll give you a quick little backstory about university last semester. I was finding second year medicine really difficult and the work was piling up. And when my work piles up, I sort of go into overload and then I just shut down and I can't do it. So I was just sat there thinking I'm not good enough, I can't do this, blah, 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 why am I here, blah, blah, blah. None of which was true or helpful, but yeah, I was sat there feeling like that. And luckily I was able to get over it quite quickly because I always analyze how I feel and I feel like that then helps me overcome it. But yeah, I just want to share with you what I did after feeling that. It's very quick. I literally have 3 steps that I personally did and I think it should work in every situation. So hopefully it helps you. My first step was to remember that I am enough. I am a huge believer in self-care, self-love. So yeah, my first step was to comfort myself and remember that I was the one who achieved getting to where I was. I was supposed to be there because I'd got in. I'd done all the exams, I'd done all the application process, and yeah, I'd been chosen to get in and do that. And therefore, I am enough. So the question of am I enough had a really simple answer, and that was yes. Because if I wasn't enough, I wouldn't be there. So remind yourself that you are enough and go deep into it. Tell yourself every step that has taken you to be in that place, if that makes sense. I thought I've done my A-levels, I got the grades that I needed, I did an interview, they thought I was good enough, I got through first year and I passed that, so why do I suddenly think I'm not good enough to be in second year? It's just not true. So yeah, go through every step that led you to that point to make yourself realize you're definitely enough and you're supposed to be there. The second thing that I thought of that helped me get through it was that I was not alone in the way I was feeling. Basically, everyone feels like they're not good enough at some point in their lives, which is obviously really sad, but it is a really common feeling. And when I researched further into imposter syndrome, for this video, just to learn a bit more about it, I realized that everyone's got experiences with it and that it's completely normal to feel that way. It's just about how you tackle that feeling after, I guess. So yeah, second tip, you're not alone. If that helps you, then definitely remember that, because stuff like that usually helps me. It helps me think okay, I'm not going crazy. What I'm feeling and thinking is completely normal and it's gonna be okay. Now, the third step is practical action to help you get over this little bump in the road and feel good again and feel better again. What I did to tackle my feeling of not being good enough was I thought, why? And the first step to solving why was showing that I was wrong, basically, by doing that first thing of telling myself why I am enough and how I got to where I am. But the second step of why is also taking action to make sure you don't get that feeling again, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it, but I will give you my examples of what else I did, and hopefully that can help you apply it to your life, if that makes sense. So one of the examples was, the reason I was feeling like I wasn't good enough is because I thought that the work was too hard, which is completely normal at university and in general life. You could find something too hard and then feel like you're not good enough for it. What I then did to tackle that was I realized I need to find a more effective working method. I need to stop this work from building up and overwhelming me and making me feel terrible. I need to find a way to keep on top of it, and yeah, stuff like that. So I started timetabling myself better, being stricter with myself on just doing the work instead of ignoring something that I found hard. I found ways to watch YouTube videos or read lecture notes that would help me understand concepts that I didn't understand. And so the work became more manageable because I was doing it on time and I was tackling the things that I found hard rather than running away from them. The other thing I did was change my whole mindset. And I've already described how in this video, realizing I'm not alone, reminding myself how I got there, and just turning the work that I was finding so hard into a positive thing. So yeah, those are the things that helped me get rid of my am I enough question and turn into I am enough, I can do this kind of thing. So just to recap, I reminded myself how I got there and why I deserved to be there in terms of uni, but this could apply to anything. Secondly, I reminded myself that I'm not alone in feeling the way that I'm feeling, and it's completely normal and fine to feel like that. And thirdly, I tackled what was causing that issue and causing that question by sorting out my workload and being able to stay on top of it and manage it. I took practical action instead of just spiraling into a bunch of negativity. So yeah, hopefully if you're struggling with it, you can take on some of those ideas and try them out and see if they work for you. Please feel free to message me about anything at all if you're feeling lonely or stressed about something or feeling like this, or if you have a question about this video. Basically, yeah, my messages are open, so go ahead. If you want to keep seeing more content like this, as well as university and medical school related content, please go ahead and hit subscribe, as I said before. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.